From the riverfront to world-famous Beale Street to AutoZone Park, Memphis soccer fans want to see the new-look 901 FC. And today they get a test from Orange County. They are the best in the West. Welcome inside AutoZone Park as we get set second home game of the year for Memphis 901 FC. So good to have you on this gorgeous afternoon, Dave Woloshin and the Crahan. We look forward to seeing what is a half-new team from 901 FC. But when you talk about Orange County, 17 guys from last year, a good year in Orange County, are back. They know the system.
Yeah, obviously massive to have that number of players back. Consistency in the dressing room. Yeah, there's no actual price on that. It's unbelievable that they're able to welcome that many players back. So that's going to be a real big added bonus for them this season.
And fun to watch the way Memphis meshes together. Stephen Glass, head coach, has said they are ahead of a year ago. But when you think about Orange County now, here's maybe the heart and soul, Colin Schuttler. He is a terrific goalie, but Enda, he scored a goal this year.
Yeah, what a goal that was. First goalkeeper in franchise history to score for Orange County, and only the third in USL history. So, I mean, a great leader, 2 clean sheets already this season as well. We saw him last week against FC Tulsa, former Virginia Cavalier, brilliant leader at the back, and he has a great line of defence as well at the front. So he'll be a big leader for them today.
One of those new faces we were talking about for 901 FC, midfielder Zach Duncan. He is really one of those guys you say high upside. Stephen Glass says MLS potential.
Yeah, Zach, the Australian native, I mean, he's played already in the A-League at such a young age, and the Danish Super League, I believe. So, I mean, massive potential, box-to-box midfielder. I've watched him a wee bit this season already. Great engine on the lad, great passer of the ball, and 901 are going to really look to him to drive the midfield forward today.
2 of the quality teams as Memphis is now in the West. A real barometer for the way this year is going to go. And we've got the starting lineups when we come back. Crowd still filing in here at AutoZone Park. Gorgeous sunshine, that is for sure. They've got one of the great traditions here. It is the breaking of the guitar, the smashing of the guitar. This is a gentleman from the Memphis Mafia, the support group, and he's into it. There's no doubt about that. And I thought pretty good form.
Yeah, decent form smashing that guitar, for sure.
Excellent smile. Will there be smiles on the faces when this one is over? Orange County will go with the usual 4-3-3 setup. They stick around games. Morton Carlson is their head coach. Ilaski is a great scorer. 7 different guys have scored here.
Yeah, I mean, they spread it throughout the team for sure, which is a sign of a good squad. That absolutely.
And then you got 2 up front, Miko Brett and Pickering for Memphis 901 FC. There have been a lot of good players, Murphy and Goodrum and all those guys up front, and now you got 2 really outstanding ones. Pickering may be the next great star in the league. Yeah,
the youngster obviously featured for the under-19 national team recently. Nico Brett's been around the league, so you got experience up there with the youngster. So hopefully for Stephen Glass's side today, this is an ideal pairing for them.
Tyler Durick in goal. He's a guy that played for the Dynamo in the MLS. He's already had 8 saves. He's a fella you can count on. Between Schuttler and Derrick, it's going to be hard to score goals today.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them have massive pedigree and good experience. So Tyler Derrick has been a really stand-up keeper for them so far this season. 901, he's shown his quality. So looking forward to it.
901 FC 1 and 2 tied for 8, 3 points, -1 in the goal differential. They did win here at AutoZone Park over Las Vegas, and here's an opportunity right off the bat.
Tell you what, Dave.
That was Dylan Borzak, and that was pretty close.
Absolutely. Ideal start there for 901, almost.
It's been the way it's been. Close games this year, huh?
Yeah, we were just talking off air there, the stats. I mean, passing, possession, I mean, they've been in everything. They've been close, and that's what I said up to you before the game today. Football can be so cruel. You know, you can be in everything and lose 1-0, so that would have been an ideal start here. Dylan Borzak looks like he's struggling a wee bit, so hopefully that's not anything serious, because I think he's got massive energy for this side.
The referee there is Thomas Snyder. He is checking on him, and well, that almost...
No, it's a nosebleed.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe the collision in the air, it looked like, or something.
It's weird. We were just talking about this too. This week in Memphis, the pollen count has been outrageously high. If you've got any kind of allergies, that's going to hurt. So they're going to walk him off, and I guess Memphis will play shorthanded here for just a bit.
Yeah, he'll be back on. I'm glad it's just a nosebleed.
Yeah. Schuttler will start things off. This is Ashton Miles. He's had a goal. He's leading the team with 7 interceptions, and they've got a great defense. They have given up last year, and a very good year for them. They were 17, 11, and 6. They gave up the second least amount of goals in the USL. Only Pittsburgh was stronger on the defensive side.
Yeah, good side.
2-0-2 to start the year, and that one into the box and headed away.
Yeah, dangerous ball there. I mean, Derek couldn't come forward. I think we thought it was going to go out of play, 901, and it stayed in. So
it was Carson Van Steeg knocking it away. He's been a nice player for 901 FC. He talked about how everybody is ahead of the game from last year, meshing together. His particular worry was defensive shape. They did a fairly good job, although there was some danger on that wing.
Yeah, he done well to deal with. It was a deep cross, so always tough to deal with those ones.
So this one cleared away easily on the corner.
Borzak's back on as well. Good to see. Interesting today, Dave. We see Luis Fernando, massive attacking player for 901, playing left back, and Marlon looks to be starting right back. Another forward player. So
not very many fullbacks, as you like to say.
Yeah, I think we've some injuries and suspensions and different things. So
that will go off of the Memphis defender. They got down in a hurry. Temperatures, you couldn't ask for anything better than this. Mid-60s, sunshine. And crowds, as we mentioned, still coming in. They are building back. This team drew so many people pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And COVID sort of took the steam right out of them. But they are slowly but surely building back. And you put the pieces to this team together. We talked about Knight and Nico Brett, who's 82 career goals. You've got the makings for a really good team. There's Knight in the foreground as we get set for the second corner kick by Orange County.
Yeah, there's goals in the group, no doubt. Talent in the group. A few wins, a nice result or two here as well. Be great for the fans. So,
you mentioned homegrown Orange County. A lot of Californians on this team. Their coach, we saw a picture of him just a little bit ago. Morten Carlson. He's from Norway. He's got several Norwegian players on the team, including one that played on the national team. And that one almost got through and finally cleared away, but possession now remains with Orange County.
Early pressure from them.
Owen Lamb got that thing in very quickly. And that'll go right off the foot, and another of the 901 FC players just took one right. It's Borzak again, right in the nose.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just won't stop bleeding for him or something. It just seems like.
Stephen Glass, second year here. His system now getting more and more entrenched.
Yeah. Done a great job last season. Playoffs, I think they finished third or fourth. So we'll be looking to follow that up this season.
This is Leandro Spinola, I believe, coming out, helping out here. And once again, poor Dylan. That's smarts too. When if you got hit in the noggin like that, just occurred. So he remains on the sideline, and again, 901 FC will play a man down. Cameron Dunbar scored a goal. Was in the fight there. And the 901 FC come away winning that duel. Duncan, we talked about him, and that one off. So a couple of opportunities deep in Orange County territory come up with minor threats.
Yeah, we see the kind of athlete Zach Duncan is there. It's a great little run and lays it off. I think it was Marlon. He was hoping for a better delivery into the box, but good promise from 901.
Schudler will put it ahead to Kyle Scott. All the way over, here's Ashton Miles. He's another one of the fullbacks who have scored a goal. We mentioned the balance. 7 different players, 7 goals have been scored. They pretty heady when it comes to opportunities. You score 7 goals, their goal differential last year was +7. So far this year +3 in just the 4 games they've played. A couple of draws. They tied Sacramento, one of the best teams in the league, in San Antonio.
Yeah, I think it was 2-2. Was it both games, maybe?
Yeah, exactly on the money.
They do concede as well, so it's.
Once again, they'll play it back. A little bit of pressure put on by Nico Brett. Bruno Lapa playing up front there with Nico Brett there in his 99th appearance.
Yeah, it's a great number for the fella.
This one sent way ahead. Memphis back and cleared away. Andrew Fox gives way. And the takeaway, Leston Paul in a jump ball. Some pushing, some shoving, some physicality. If we just look at the physical statures, I would say Memphis just a little bit bigger. Here's Fernandez. And And that's pretty good defense right there. All over was Sofian Jeffel. Memphis throwing. Borzak with a little give and go there.
Almost.
Kevin Petita, he's the captain. He's got to put it into play. This will be Owen Lamb. Owen Lamb with an assist, and he's another one of their veterans. They cross it, and here comes Memphis with some speed. Looking to get in the box. Broken up nicely by Fox. Memphis maintains. Here's Pickering playing it back. Luis Fernandez. One-on-one. Looking for just the smallest of creases, and he finds it. Here's Borzak. Tried to turn, taken away. Orange County likes to counter. Memphis won't allow that. Ilaski. He's got a goal and an assist. Tried to get it going. It'll belong to Orange County.
Memphis look dangerous when they can get like Luis Fernando, who's obviously not a left back but is filling in today, and Marlon. If they can get those players high and combine high up.
Pickering went for the steal, and that's a shove call.
That's the ball. Not happy with that one.
He was not at all happy, but I love to see a replay, but I think that was the right call. And this one played ahead very easy for Tyler Durick. He's been the starter all 3 games. Has conceded 4 goals. Everything's so close so far. Even in the win here over Vegas, it was a close game. And Pickering has that go out. That was kicked away by Orange County. The new look, we talk about this team, but the new look East and West. Memphis going from the East Division to the West Division. And I think it's a little bit tougher, especially when you're in the Central time zone. They have to play all those games out West. Leston Paul was saying yesterday, it's really hard on your body, in particular adjusting for sleep. There's a push on Nico Brett, and Memphis gets the call. That'll go against Andrew Fox, and I don't think there's any question about that. A little bit of embellishment there by Nico.
It's his job.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any question. You can see the 2 hands extended. Yeah, one stand.
Oh, yeah.
See you later. Yeah, no chance for that.
That's the pro call, right? You know,
yeah,
a little push, and you make sure it gets called.
Absolutely.
So here's the first corner of the game.
Free kick, yeah.
For 901 FC. Oh, it's just a free kick, not a corner. This will be Zach Duncan who'll trigger it in. You've got Lapa and you've got Brett in the box. Right by the goal line. Cameron Dunbar, the only person in between, and a lot of jostling, so they wait until finally everything is set. I think we're ready to go. They got the play in order, and that one got through, but finally knocked away. Memphis retains, and then Dunbar may have knocked that away.
Going back to the East and West, Dave, I think the West is the travelling is going to be really tough. I mean, not that the travel in the East was any better, but the time zones, I think it's 2 hours instead of 1 hour. I think is going to be, like you said, Leston Paul was complaining about with the sleep. So, but they'll adapt, these players. I mean, they've done it before, some of them for international games and different things, so I've no doubt that they'll be able to adapt, but it will be different.
Fernandez tries to go through 3. That did not. He got the call. Time of possession thus far, 60% to Orange County. But the last few minutes seem to have gone Memphis's way.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, you've got like, you see Luis Fernando here. I mean, he's an attacking player, right? So every time he gets on the ball as a left back, he's able to go at him, cause mayhem, cause trouble. So it's double the trouble almost on both sides for Orange County. They've got 2 wingers on both sides instead of a full back and a winger. So very attack minded. So we'll see if he can pay dividends here in the early stages.
And Stieg goes to the wing. Smart play that time, just knock it off the defender. That went off of Partida. And the quick throw in, cleared away by Fox. Memphis retains. Sissoko will chase it down. He's got Fernando to his left. He'll play it in the middle. Leston Paul tries to get things to build. They're going to go all the way back to Durham. And the long play. Here's Schulter coming way out. A nice break that time by Knight Pickering. And the counter broken up. Nice header there. No call. He wanted a hold.
Yeah. Marlon did well there.
Marlon Santos likes to just go by the one name, right, Marlon?
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's a little like Tulu. He's got a whole different name. Yeah. Who went from Tel Aviv to Togo to Maryland. We may see him as a sub later in the game. That was tough call.
Tough call.
Zach Duncan. I love the way Duncan, though, played so physically. Into the 16th minute. No really great chances for anybody thus far. And there's the contact. Duncan says that was an Emmy Award dive.
That looks harsh, Dave, I think.
Nice play. Van Stieg. Yeah, they were looking for Borzak.
Yeah, good run from Dylan. On the opposite
a nice
side.
steal.
Pretty aggressive 901 in the press as well.
They felt against this team because this ball club's going to stick around Orange County. They've had so much success. All the wins last year, haven't lost yet. They hang in games. Yeah, you got to be aggressive against them.
Yeah, and we're home as well, so I'm glad to see them coming out in that front foot and not just letting Orange County have the ball.
This time some room. And the Memphis pressure backs him up. Tries to curl that into the box, and there's an opportunity, and the first save in the game by Tyler Durick.
Yeah, I think they've just called offside as well on that one. A little bit late, but Derek's asking.
So yeah. Durick says, well, that just took away one of my stats, but I did get a test for what it's like out there today.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Get his hands on the ball a little bit.
Pin pulled around. Finally, Lapa got it. And Memphis will reset. Pickering. Nifty move. Borzak right back in the middle. Here's Nico. Just taken away. That was as close as you're going to get. And the other way. On the run is Kyle Scott. Broken up beautifully.
Again, Marlon done really well.
Durick sending it ahead. That was Nico Brett in a good fight there.
Yeah, he looks a handful, Nico Brett, doesn't he?
Yeah,
already in this game.
He sure does.
Puts himself about. He can hold it. He can run at you. You can see he wants to combine. Borzak there, we almost got him in.
Talk about aggression. That's what you have seen on the defensive side. Now, they do like to counter, and Schulter just sends it on over to Ashton Miles. Good size on Miles, 6'3", 185. And Partita sends it away. Oh, that was intended to be poked ahead, and now maybe a little bit of an injury here again to a Memphis player.
Yeah, it looks like Marlon.
I think it was Marlon. Young man from Rio de Janeiro. He headed that away, and I think his intention was to head it forward. It slipped, and maybe they're looking at looks like his right leg. Third stoppage time, all for Memphis injuries. 2 on Dylan Borzak.
Orange County having a little word with the ref, saying, hey, that's a foul. I don't know what he's...
I don't know where the injury to it came on the landing.
Must have been his way he landed on his foot or something.
Well, and Santos trying to walk it off. Had a good deal of discussion. So one more look. Oh, right there.
Yeah, he
caught him right in the ankle, right side.
He'll be good. They're tough in Rio.
And a great tackle by Paul, but a great recovery by Orange County. And they send it ahead. Here's Owen Lamb in a foot race, and that beautifully knocked away. In the 21st minute, Fernando on that play. Here's another guy who's steady.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing pretty well there as a left back. Not known for his defensive doozies.
Sissoko able to clear that away. Once again, there was some danger there. The goalie Schulter all the way out. When he scored his goal, it was 2-2. And they brought him up, left the goal empty, and he was in the box for a corner kick. That's a nice takeaway by Paul. Up ahead for Borzak, too far. Miles made the nifty move. Kyle Scott now sending it ahead. Broken up by Knight Pickering, and he'll send it all the way to Tyler Durick, and this thing will go to midfield like that. Hard to get a counter going. Both teams really good at getting back. Here's Pickering. To Lapa. Now they play Fernando right back into the box, and Schittler's going to let that go wisely. There was Pickering, but the numbers for Orange County were overwhelming.
Yeah, you can see Bruno Lapa's just telling him, relax. Fernando, that's where we want to see him, right? You know, getting high up the pitch where he naturally plays, and the idea kind of maybe have looked good, but you know, I think Lapa's saying, hey, hold on, keep the ball, maybe go at them, maybe commit somebody in the box instead of that.
These are the folks that love this team. They've been around for years now. Banging the drum for 901 FC, and they've really enjoyed the last few years. They've been good.
Yeah, fantastic fans. Absolutely fantastic. Week in, week out, always here.
Ben Pierman turning things around as Stephen Glass has just come in, and he has fit like a glove.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been brilliant, and they have been fantastic every week. Them drums are banging.
Miles sends it ahead. That's not so good. Oh, they were looking for Pickering. It was just too far. That had the chance to be something special. believe that was Fernando who just got a little overzealous.
Yeah, he's such a brilliant attacking player, and you can see him now coming from deep. As a defender, it's causing trouble.
The Memphis pressure has been very good. Once again, Miles has to play it back to the goalie. Lamb finds Jeffel, and they'll go to the middle.
Yeah, even in the press that Memphis are bringing, Orange County seem pretty comfortable within it.
Oh, that'll belong to Memphis.
Yeah, we'll take it. A bit of a...
Santos, by the way, okay. Marlon's going to put the ball into play with the throw-in. Von Steeg, yeah, they said he pulled the trigger too quick. Now we'll do it again. And they'll play it back. Little over Pickering's head. And there's a nice dish. Here's Pickering. Brilliant stop. Just a little too far. He's looking for Borzak. May have been looking for Nico Brett, but it went 10 feet over everybody's head.
Yeah, right now they're getting in great positions. Knight, Fernando, a lot of them are getting in really good positions, but it's just the end product. It's the final pass that's just letting them down. So no doubt that'll be something Stephen will be screaming at from the sideline, and the other coaching staff is let's be better on the end product.
Boy,
with the ball.
Memphis with a lot of pressure. Finally, here's Owen Lamb for Orange County getting it up ahead. Iloski will send it backwards. Lamb again with the Jets on. Got a guy top of the box in the quick shot, and that sails wide to the right side. That had some steam on it, but not the accuracy.
Yeah.
That was Dunbar, who did make the nice trap, and then just was able to get that thing going. He wanted to bend that a little more.
Yeah, Derek was never really trouble with that. You could see what he was trying to do, but Derek didn't really look under too much stress with it. But you can see again the press from Memphis. Orange County really comfortable in it, and they're also just comfortable with delaying it as well.
Lapa ended up getting that back and couldn't hold on. That's a nifty touch. Into the box, far corner, knocked away. Heads up that time, Memphis defense. You had Von Steeg there. And some help.
Very lucky. Fantastic ball in the box from Iloski, who's a really, really super player. And you'll see him this afternoon. He'll end up on the left, he'll end up on the right. He can whip it with his left, he can whip it with his right. So real danger for Fernando, obviously, right now, because he's on his side. And it's the opposite side that they're looking to hit. So
Iloski, one of the two guys with a goal and an assist on Orange County. And I believe he's going to put this thing into play. This will be their third corner of the game.
He's been a mainstay in this side over the last, I think, 2 or 3 seasons. Iloski, really good player.
Yeah, there's two of them in their 5th year. Iloski is one of them, I believe. Ahmad is the other. Schuttler up ahead, that's to nobody. And the Memphis goalie, Tyler Derrick, will bring it up. I think it's actually Sisipli who's got the opportunity to come in as a sub later. He's marked down as a sub. He's the other guy, 5 years with this team. Well, Stig will send it backward after a very good-looking spin. It's over everybody's head. Lamb will play it back to Schuttler, and Orange County will be content to bring it up. If you're looking for the team that's really had the advantage, not much to either. Maybe the one good chance you just saw And Memphis and Van Steeg able to make a big clearance here. It's a very nice tackle, and it'll be Memphis ball, but heads up play that time by Orange County.
Yeah, that chance from Miloski's cross, but 901 had one really early in the game as well. We saw that, I think Borzek whipped it across the box, so fairly equal so far.
Here's Sissoko. Not a Fernando. Plays it back for Borzak. Memphis will build. Van Steeg right in the middle. Borzak gives some room for Fernando. He's going to let it fly into the middle, and it's knocked away. Heady defense that time by Andrew Fox. He's been very present in this game. But now you get a corner kick.
Yeah, brilliant ball. It started with, I think, Duncan. Brilliant pass. Borzek comes inside, a little flick then outside to Fernando, and what a great ball in the box. It was just I thought it was actually going to go in off an own goal or something. It was a really brilliant ball, and you were just waiting for somebody to come on the end of it.
The Mafia right behind the net. Memphis hopes to put it into. Duncan is going to kick from the corner. And that one loose, but cleared away. Here's a follow, and that one, I think, deflects off Dunbar. It should be another Memphis corner.
Absolute pinball in the box there, Dave.
Santos all over it. So from this side, they'll still use Duncan. Let's see if they run a different set. They've got Lapa and Betta up front. Memphis, a lot of pressure up front. Kyle Scott getting chased by Lapa.
Starting to come alive a little bit more of the game. It's kind of been cagey a little bit at the start. Both sides feeling each other out here for a while.
Oh, that was a nifty play by Pickering. You know, you just talk about, we know he's got firepower, but he does little things to retain the ball. Lapa sends it into the middle. No one is there except for Partita. They want to counter, and then that is a definite foul.
Yeah, just
on
over.
Sissoko. But a smart foul.
Yeah, listen, they've had a few of them tonight. Just before that as well, Duncan has done really well tonight. He stepped a few times. He's not won it, but you can see his intent, and maybe at one point he's going to get it, and then obviously the transition happens, and he has to foul there. You know what I mean? Smart foul, as you call that.
You know, they love to say when it gets physical like that. So that's a professional foul.
Yeah. Professional, smart. Offside again, though.
Tough play, though, by Santos. He has really given up his body today.
Yeah, he's up and down that line.
Looking for a call of some kind.
Yeah, it's offside. I think the refs.
That's what I thought.
Refs just moving the ball from 2 meters away.
So that actually is just. I think that's maybe the second offside on Orange County.
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't believe Memphis has had an offside yet.
I don't think so.
Fighting his way through, and that could be a foul. Should be. It is.
Duncan is, like I said, box to box, and he could really be a threat. He's such a good athlete, and you can see him stepping again, trying to go past people, and there's no choice but to foul him. But here we see him, wins the ball, steps, and once he starts getting them long legs moving, there's only one way to bring him down, and that's it.
Would you call that by Ashish Chadha a professional foul?
Yeah, I mean, they knew what they were doing. It's one of them, right?
Yeah. So here's the free kick. Duncan again. Duncan from down under, 6 feet, 168. I promise you he looks bigger. He and Marlon have given up their bodies today. Dylan Borzak has given up his nose twice. Into the box. And was there movement before? Stoppage of play from the referee, Thomas Snyder.
Well, maybe the whistle wasn't, I don't know.
Maybe didn't get permission to trigger the play. They'll regroup. Memphis possession. Duncan again to put it in play. This time only one near the box. It's Nico Betta. Now they shift it around and that got headed away by Andrew Fox. Still there. There's a quick shot with a sail over the crossbar. Whoa! Closer than it may have looked.
Good effort from Bruno Lappa. Again, a great ball by Duncan.
And look at how close that was.
Yeah,
pressure as they went back to the goalie.
Those can dip under the crossbar quite easily.
And another interception, Leston Paul. Looking for Lappa, and he got knocked out, no call. Here they come the other way. This is Jeffel. Now Iloski. Beautiful takeaway by Leston Paul.
Brilliant from Leston Paul.
And then a foul. That was Iloski. He was frustrated because his pocket was picked.
Absolutely. That's experience for you.
There is the thievery. There is the frustration.
Absolutely.
36th minute. Memphis probably now with the best chance of the day. Lappa just missing high.
Yeah, they've been growing slowly into it now. Like I said, the game is starting to open up more and more as we go on every minute.
Nico Betta and Fernando keep things alive. Here's Duncan chipping it right side. Lop, a little give and go taken away. Oh, he was looking for Marlon.
It's close, yeah. Good idea. We've seen a lot of that. The two wingers, Borzak and Knight, will come inside to open up the channels down the side for the fullbacks to get involved. So I'm sure Stephen Glass will want more of that, as that can definitely unlock this Orange County defence.
Shots now. Memphis in the lead, 4-1. Sissoko trying to get that ahead. Nico Betta was trying to go back to Knight Pickering. Memphis retains. Marlon, what a move. And he was looking for Borzak. Right back in the middle. Here's a shot. It just misses. Oh, so close for Zach Duncan.
Oofed. Would have been a great goal. Marlon, brilliant strike, and Duncan just keeps it low, gets his body over it. I thought it was going to nestle in the bottom corner. Oof, very, very unlucky.
It had a chance. That's two now. The pressure really being asserted by 901 FC.
Yeah, more and more pressure. More and more pressure every second that goes by here, Dave. And again, Marlon getting involved, Knight coming inside. It's difficult to deal with. Like I said, it's tough when you've got for Orange County. It's just threat after threat in the wide areas.
39th minute. Don't forget this team, 8 points, best goal differential in the West. They are the best team in the West thus far. Memphis tied for 8th. Only the 1 win, but 3 points. And it is chippy.
Yeah, late challenge again.
Ball settles right back to Sissoko. And they'll play catch. Duncan, nice give. On Steep. Just a little too far, and there's Schulter to take it away, and there was Dylan Borzak was boring in.
Yeah, he makes the second run. Shuttler, those aware of it. Really comfortable with his feet as well, Colin Shuttler. Not under pressure.
Both these goalies so confident.
Yeah.
And the footwork is excellent by both ways. Here's the steal and Borzak. Lop it to Paul, and he's knocked down from behind. No call. Duncan again to Vetta. Now a quick shot that goes wide right side. That was Duncan again with the bomb.
Again, you can see his ability, right? He steps and wins it. It's fantastic. We'll see it here in the video, but he's starting to grow into it more. He steps, wins it, steps in, and he can hit a ball as well.
Well, we featured him, and Stephen Glass said this is MLS potential, and he's just everywhere.
Yeah, he's just super athlete. Covers a lot of ground. I'd love to see his stats after the game of the ground covered. Good passer of the ball. Like I said, I love his aggression and stepping and winning balls.
Possession time now about 55% for Orange County. It's hard to believe that's kept in.
Somehow, yeah.
And there's a shove from behind. That'll be Pickering. He got a little too assertive with Kyle Scott.
Yeah, he didn't.
Pickering saying, sorry, but come on, get up. I didn't hit you that hard.
He didn't.
4 minutes of regulation time before we get to extra time, and that time Weston Paul just absolutely shoved down.
I think there's a few people asking for the old yellow here, maybe, is there? There's been a few late challenges now.
Duncan will trigger it in again.
What a time to score before halftime, Dave. It'd be fantastic.
Well, you've had a couple of chances. Both have come off the foot of the Australian Zach Duncan. He's going to put it into play right here. Memphis has been close on a couple of these set pieces. And that was looking for Betta, but it just wasn't there. Look at the fight by Duncan. And somehow almost coming out of it was Thomas Among.
There's our first yellow.
And, yep. We've said it's physical.
Starting to get a little bit chippy now, yeah. Duncan winning hard on the first one.
Yeah.
Just was unlucky here, yeah.
Well, it could be called.
Yeah, he's had to bring it down. There's your professional foul
sure.
of the highest order.
So we've got the yellow card. It's going to be on Marlin officially. First yellow card. Little stoppage of play. They work on some of the turf. Do a marvelous job of changing it over. Not easy work.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it? It's good. They do a fantastic job.
I think the ball's been rolling really.
Yeah, it's been good.
Free and correct. Kind of like if you're a golfer and you put a ball on the green, you want to make sure that thing rolls consistently. So here is the free kick for Orange County. Memphis has dominated really about the last 10-12 minutes of this opening half. There's the chip.
Absolutely, yeah. Loads of chances last 10 minutes.
Borzik trying to head it away. And Ashton Miles sends it ahead. Dunbar. Slips, falls, no call. Memphis and Lapa. Lapa wisely brings it back. Marlin there with him. He's going to go back to Van Steeg. Into the 45th minute. Fernando. Using his speed. Great feed. Borzak, they wanted to go give and go. Just wasn't there.
Borzak with a hand up. Just, he knows it needs to be better.
Schindler will put it into play. About 45 minutes into the books. We'll get the stoppage time here in a minute.
6 minutes.
Well, there were a lot of stoppages. So 6 more minutes. That was Pickering who goes down. He says, I got pushed. They say, nope.
Yeah, I mean, there was stoppages, but is it 6 minutes, Dave? I mean,
I'm with you. I would have said 2.5, 3,
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes. I just don't know where this comes out of sometimes.
It's very subjective.
I'm coach. I question the officials all the time. That's the job. In a nice way.
Of course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, Marlon, what a job to keep that up. Look at how physical this game is.
Yeah, it's getting chippy now. 6 minutes is... 6 minutes.
And now Memphis hopes to counter. This is ahead for Borzak. Great job to stay with it. Keeping it in the air. Scott sends it ahead.
Offside.
Should be offsides, and it is.
Yeah.
So that is offside number 3 on Orange County in the game today. That'll go off of Memphis. Quick throw in. Boy, you'd hate to give up one if you're Memphis here.
Yeah.
When you've really, pretty much the last 12, 13 minutes, you owned it. And then you give up a cheap one here, it would change everything.
Yeah, they've been in pretty much control here the last 15 minutes. Lots of chances. That's why I was like a bit questioning the 6 minutes, because you've done your job 2-3 minutes here and get into the break. So
you think fatigue also? You're playing these extra 6. You're used to 2 or 3, as you said.
Potential, maybe. It's more so, I would say, mentally as well, right? In your head, you're preparing for 2 or 3, and then 6 goes up,
Lamb putting it in, and there's Dirk. Whoa, what a nice save. He'll take his time as everybody drops back. Unofficially, we're a couple of minutes into the 6.
Yeah, probably 2 in, maybe. Yeah, good take from Derek. Easy enough one for a guy of his experience. But hey, on the other hand, maybe Memphis can get down and get that killer blow. You know what I mean? So we can look at it. Maybe they can have the last chance of the half here.
And then Stephen Glass will go. That was the perfect amount of time.
Absolutely.
Dunk it up ahead for Nico Betta. They'll play it far. Oh, that just goes through everybody. Pickering was there. Borzak was too. Good defense. They settled in with 6'3" Ashton Miles. It was going to be a tough play.
Just a little overhit from Marlon. Again, getting in good positions, overlapping, getting in the final third. To see more of that and a better end product.
Miles gives that up. Here's Lamb. Little give and go. On the run, Jeffel. Coming up at halftime, there will be a nice story if you'll notice the new kits the 901 FC has this year. Cancer Kickers Soccer Club will give you the story on all of that. Ozak whiffed. Here's a bit of a run. Iloski plays it wide. There's an easy save for Durek, and he thought about counter. He thought about getting rid of it quick and thought better.
What a pass. What a ball that was from Tyler Derrick.
Pickering was not able to hold it, though. Nye Pickering on the United States Youth national team. He was out of town for a while, came back. So much potential. You think he can score a goal every game, don't you?
I mean, that's the hope, right? But yeah, it's brilliant for the young man. It's brilliant for the club as well to represent your country.
Duncan called for a little overzealous play there. It's going to be long to Orange County. Yeah, this is a tough one to officiate for Thomas Snyder. Seth Barton is an assistant. Chris Sherm-Franz is the second assistant, because I mean they're banging out there.
Yeah, it's got chippy the last probably 8 or 10 minutes. It's a few late tackles. Coaches now are a bit upset here.
Unofficially, we're into the completion of the 4th minute of extra time here. Ooh, there's a warning for.
And he's got himself a yellow.
Yeah. I haven't seen many warnings to coaches in a while.
Don't speak too soon.
Yeah.
They're easy get, believe me.
Have you had many of those at CBA?
Well, different subject. Let's change it. Nah, not too much. All right.
That should be Memphis ball, and we got to be close to it. That'll be it. That's the end of the first half. Close. Zip. You can't get any closer than that. I thought Memphis clearly had 2 or 3 better chances. Maybe one really good one for Orange County.
Yeah, listen, I think if you're Stephen Glass, you're quite happy with that first half performance. Orange County kind of held it at the start, but Memphis grew into it and had some really good chances. So they'll be encouraged with that to come out second half.
We got the story of the new Memphis kits coming your way. We'll have all the numbers for you. This was smashing, you could say, right from the beginning, and I mean body smashing all over. When you talk Orange County, you talk defense. When you talk Memphis, you talk overall pretty darn good, and that's what we've had at the half. 0-0, that's our score at the break. Memphis with a lot more chances than Orange County, but Orange County has had the ball possessed a lot longer. It was a dandy and a physical first half. We talked a little bit about the new Memphis kits. They're all about supporting the Cancer Kicker Soccer Club. Here's the inside story.
Memphis versus everyone. If you're from around here, it's in your DNA. It's that chip on your shoulder, an attitude that nothing can stop us when we band together. Now, it's time for that Memphian spirit to shine, as two iconic partners, born and raised right here in Memphis, join forces to showcase what we can do for everyone. Introducing the 2024 jersey partner for Memphis 901 FC, the Cancer Kickers Soccer Club. A third-generation Memphian and business owner, Chris Clouthier, established the Cancer Kickers in 2016. The mission? To provide comfort, community, and connections to children fighting cancer. Since then, the organization has shipped soccer kits to more than 2,500 children in all 50 states and 23 countries around the world. The gift of soccer is priceless. It changes lives and provides hope. That's what this partnership represents. The Cancer Kickers Soccer Club, together with Memphis 901 FC, a local partnership with a global impact. And with the backing of our supporters and soccer fans around the country, nothing can stop us.
Two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why.
Yeah, I said what I said. I don't care, I paint the town red.
If you can survive this, it's going to make the whole story that much better.
The bright horses are broken free from the fields.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
You can see it in my eyes when we walk past. Running every night, I won't settle for less. Got me looking to the sky, got me feeling blessed. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest. Burning up inside of my chest. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Stares down, shakes. Malloy! Oh, what a debut goal! Charleston rolling it home. Serrano scores! There's the dagger! Louisville all 3 points!
We're at the break here at AutoZone Park in Memphis, 901 FC in Orange County, in a very physical battle. Zip. What's happening elsewhere around the USL Championship? Lots of good storylines all weekend long for you. You look around the league now, and Detroit FC has taken down North Carolina, Hartford, and Miami FC in a good one. Louisville and Indy 11, 1-1. At this point, and then tonight it's Pittsburgh and Tampa, Rhode Island, Charleston, Colorado, and Sacramento. And I think we're finding out now which are the top of the table, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's early days, but you can see form taking place and teams getting unbeaten runs started. So, but it's a tough conference, both East and West. So it's an exciting league again this year.
East and West, I'm not sure which is better. They both are good, that is for sure. The West has been tough. This is obviously a new league for Memphis as they get used to it. They played everybody before, but now you play them a little bit more. And some of those East Coast rivalries, maybe Charleston, that's got their former coach, that not quite as significant as it has been in the past. Let's take a look at news and notes from around the USLC. And USL is going to debut on CBS. That's today. Not too far from right now. In fact, Louisville hosting Indy 11, and that, I believe, is in full swing as we speak. Buffalo Pro Soccer unveils plans to bring the highest levels of USL Pro Soccer to Buffalo, New York. There's a major league town.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant to see.
And the USL is introducing a young player sporting initiative to expand home club match day rosters to provide more opportunities for young players. That's a lot of those young clubs that they have. And a guy like Knight Pickering came up in that system.
Yeah, I mean, anything you can do to enhance the initiative and get more players on the roster and you know, give younger lads a goal as well within the game.
Those are your news and notes from around the USL Championship. Folks basking in the sun, getting ready for what we think will be a very entertaining second half here in Memphis. 0-0 at the break. Good look across the way of the Peabody Hotel, famous for the ducks on the rooftop, and the kids enjoying their day in the sun. 0-0 here at AutoZone Park. Dave Voloshin and the Crayon with you, and hope you are enjoying what we have enjoyed. When we look at highlights, which you're going to get a lot of close ones and a lot of physicality.
Yeah, been a tight half. Both had their little chances. I think Memphis grew into it and had the better chances late, but you know, close affair, cagey affair, but I expect them both to come out and maybe go at it here in the second half.
Dunbar had a couple of chances, and then Memphis kept trying to go into the box, and that was a terrific save, by the way, by Durek. And that one, the punch-out, that came from Schuttler. So you had both goalies, I thought, very effective in this game.
Yeah, both commanded their box as well and commanded their defense as well. So it's you know, decent half from both sides. I don't think either manager will be upset. I think they'll want a little bit more in the final third, a bit more quality. Duncan obviously put in a lot of good balls in the box.
That
But-
might have been the best chance right there from Lapa.
Really good chances, but a little bit more they need. A little bit more.
And Marlon, he gave up his body so far this half. And that just kept knocking away. And there was Duncan. This is the second best chance, maybe. Those were the two best opportunities in the game. You could see that just wouldn't go.
Yeah, as Duncan grew into the half and started to drive at the defence as well, it was good to see, and it really, really opened up Orange County.
You look at the shots on goal, 6-1. It makes you think that the possession time is not quite as important. 6, although neither team really had a shot clearly on goal. Slight Orange County advantage with corners, interceptions. Memphis was brilliant there. 1 yellow card, and that came to Marlon, and a few more passes from Orange County, thus the possession time advantage.
Yeah, possession, as you said, Dave. I mean, Memphis, 45% of the ball, but 6 shots. So, again, I think Orange County were managed well by Memphis. They weren't to let break lines or do anything that really threatened. So sometimes it's okay for the other team to have the ball and just manage where they're going.
So we'll see if there's any differences, any substitutions that have taken place by either of these teams. We told you about the kits and a nice piece that was done by 901 FC on the support of young children with cancer. But the Orange County kits, they are a throwback to the 90s, the classic look of the 90s with the black collar. And these folks, there's not a care in the world on a beautiful day in Memphis. Huh?
Beautiful day. Relaxing, yeah. They're just seeing themselves on the TV now. Actually, I know him. Yeah.
He just waved hi.
Yeah, waved back to me, yeah.
So Memphis had the clear advantage with getting that ball close to the goal. But Orange County, so deliberate and disciplined, and thus they possess the ball so often. Here's Fernando, and wow, see how physical that got. No call, and that will belong to Orange County.
It's started where it left off.
You really have to adjust your style of play, right, to the physicality?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to match it, really. You can't let the other team bully you. I'm sure that's the message from Stephen Glass is, hey, match it. Don't let them bully you, and, don't back down kind of thing,
Shadow is back down by Knight Pickering. And here's the steal. And a real chance. Betta in the box, knocked down, still loose. Here's a shot, and Duncan goes wide.
What a chance.
2 opportunities there, and frustration from the Australian.
What a chance. You see, I talked in the first half about his step and ability to win the ball is incredible, and it just showed again there. Brilliant from Duncan. He feels angry here with himself as well. Probably didn't bury that. Difficult angle, loads of people on the line. Just really great chance for 901 already.
They've had all the chances.
Yeah, they've literally now have all the chances. It's
Here's the quick counter, and here's room. Into the box, and the quick shot way off by Dunbar. He's had 3 opportunities where I thought he's had pretty good looks, and the 5'4" young man from Carson, California, he's got 7 or 8 shots now on the year. He did not come close.
No, but that's the danger too. 901 pushing, and then it's a transition moment and almost a chance for Orange County. And that's something probably Stephen Glass will have said at halftime is, it's great we're getting these chances, but we do have to be cautious of the transition.
Tyler Durick knocked that ball. You could see the turf go up. It interrupted his follow through. Here's Pickering in a battle.
He can strike it.
Marlon sending it ahead. Nice give and go. Pickering. He's got Duncan. Into the box. Here's a shot. It won't go. Lapa got a foot on it. But that was Schuttler. He saw it all the way.
Dave, that's a brilliant chance. That's a brilliant chance. We had a great view from here. Brilliant from Duncan again. Give and go with Pickering. Great little pullback. And Lapa will feel like
he had a lot of room on the left side, and
should be a goal.
That should be a goal from this view here.
So another good chance. Couple already in the first few minutes of this half. One for Orange County, where Cameron Dunbar had an opportunity. It's 0-0. It could easily be 1-1, 2-0.
Yeah, pick your score.
Fernando says, let me have this thing. Let's go.
They've come out with the dressing room with all intent here, Memphis. 2 really good chances. Like I said, that last one should have been in the back of the net.
Sissoko able to disrupt Orange County on that one. Dunbar with the throw in. Too far, Van Steeg, good job. And Fernando will clear it away, but it'll belong once again to Orange County. That's off Memphis. Trying to find a way to get it to Among. And Memphis on the counter. Here's Borzak. Foot race. Puts the brakes on. Quick shot and a save. That was on goal. Shuttler able to get his hand on it. Borzak with the great run.
Yeah, fantastic. He's got the jets, Borzak. Brilliant cut back then onto his stronger right foot. And I thought it was going to nestle in the bottom corner, but a great save from Shuttler.
A great job by Borzak to put the brakes on to get it to his right foot.
Yeah, once he gets moving, he's a tough lad to stop.
Duncan with the corner. 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Still 0-0. And that is knocked away. That's off of Memphis. That might have been Van Steeg.
Yeah, it's another chance. They're racking them up now, Dave.
Shuttler will go wide. Here's pressure. Part of the game plan was to be aggressive with this team. Of course, you got to watch for the counters, but Memphis has, and here's some room. Fernando just takes it right away from Ilaski, and it'll be Memphis ball.
Done well there, Luis Fernando.
You can see why you couldn't play a doubleheader in this game, huh? They are banging.
Just a late little tackle there, no harm.
Weston Paul walked right past that. Kyle Scott. Into the box and headed away by Sissoko. Lamb in a foot race. Kept it alive. Dunbar. Nice deflection. Now loose. Here's an opportunity. What a defensive play by Fernando. Down goes Among. He stays down. Memphis with the ball. They've got numbers. Here's the cross. Marlin. On a Paul. They'll play it back. Down prone in the box. It's Thomas Among, the young man from Cameroon. Finally, the referee whistles it. He is prone. And now you see Thomas Snyder come over.
Yeah. Don't know. It looks like he kicked Luis Fernando. Fernando came kind of out of his blind spot to make the block.
Stocky young man from Cameroon trying to walk off the paint.
And I think it's a 901 free kick as well.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Yeah.
Right on the plus side. Well, the way this game is going, you know, you have just seen so much physicality. 10-2 shots on goal now in favor of the 901 FC.
Small margins, Dave. Small margins.
Well, you were making the point before the game because you were looking at the closeness, and you know, soccer's one of those games where you could really dominate, play better than another team, and you just get a bad bounce, lucky break for the other side, and lose a game where you were the better team.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's the danger as the game goes on.
Fernando in a real battle plays it back. And this one's poked ahead. Here's a foot race. Here's Pickering. Tried to go back to Marlon, and he wasn't looking, and here comes the counter. Pickering again. Pinballs it away. Keeps control. There's Betta. Nico trying to send it ahead for Lapa, just 2 steps too far.
It's still that almost, you know, it's an almost good pass. It's just the final piece is not working today. Same thing with Pickering. Marlon made a great run from the full-back position. It's just behind them. It's just like it's almost, too much almost.
Memphis trying to double their point total. 3 on the year. 3 would look really good here. That's a misplay. Pickering up ahead. Now they're going to feed it to Duncan. Duncan, one guy to beat, runs over the man. And then it's tackled away. Memphis ball.
Somebody's down in the middle of the park as well for 901.
That is Nico Betta.
Not sure, is it? Yeah, Nico Brett, is it? Yeah.
I think it is.
Did he twist? Did he fall? Not sure what went on there.
Take a look. It's Nico Brett for sure.
Yeah, he's making the run. Shoulder, is it? He's pulled his shoulder.
Wow. It was either his shoulder or his neck area.
Yeah, it looked like he pulled his shoulder back, the defender for Orange County. Interesting.
So we had 6 minutes of extra time, and you can see that the battle that he was having there, the good sportsmanship being shown right here. One more look.
Yeah. There's the pull.
Oh, yeah, he hits him right on the shoulder there.
Pulls the shoulder again. Pulls the shoulder again, and bang. Just pulls it. I think he... Yeah.
That's with Ashish Chadha.
It looks like he...
And it's right here. He's like, he was looking for a call, and then it just... He could feel it. He could really feel that it hurt.
Yep, she's after putting his shoulder back into play.
She did.
She just popped it back in. Oh, I could see it there.
Leandro Spinola with the magic hands puts that back in place, and he gets up. He's tough. He's been one of those guys that have really been physical all day long. There's Nico Brett, you know. We've talked so much about him. 82 career goals. He's the leading goal scorer of any active player in the USL Championship.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
I mean, that makes you cringe.
Fair play to the other player from Orange County.
And then she goes, hey, I got it back in. No problem.
Oof. Let's not show that again, Dave.
Yeah, I'm with you. Gives you the willies.
Aye, fair play to Nico. Tough as nails. But you could tell immediately it was something was out of place. Or
Nico is saying, I want back in.
Nico's saying, yeah, I want to go again. I'm good.
In the meantime, it is a throw-in for 901 FC. Ball looking for Marlin. Kept alive Van Steeg, but right to Schuttler. And he'll sky it.
Yeah, what a pain from Schuttler. Oh.
No, that can't be calling this.
He's giving it.
Play.
He's giving it to Orange County.
And there's Tyler Durek wasn't going to put up with anything, and Olaski and he are having some words. This game has absolutely become a fight.
You never. That's always called on the Orange County. It's usually called against Orange County because he doesn't jump; he just ducks.
Yeah, he up and he knows he's in the air.
Yeah.
He goes underneath him.
Yeah,
but they're giving it to Orange County. It'll be a free kick.
Don't get me started on that call. It's one of them calls you see it go different ways all the time. It's like
approaching the 61st minute here. Nico back in. He stands between the box, and that one's just going to go all the way through. It'll be a goal kick for Tyler Derrick. Oh, so close so far for Memphis. 10-2 advantage on shots. Just in this half alone, 2 really golden opportunities they haven't been able to cash in on. Sissoko pokes it ahead. And Van Steeg with really good instinct. Here's Dunbar. Here's a shot near the goal and into the goal. That will be scored. I don't know if they'll give it to Olaski or Dunbar. It's Orange County with a 1-0 lead.
Just. And that's how cruel football can be. That is just. Of all the chances and everything, it's just scrambled over the line. But that's.
Van Steeg went right to him, and there was enough mustard on that, and Fernando could not get in front of Olaski.
I think Derek.
And he put it in, and then I think Olaski hit his knee hard on that goalpost. Take a look.
I don't know if Derek misjudged it, but it seemed like it should have been a fairly comfortable save for him. You'll see it here again. I don't know if it bounced in front of him or something happened, but you'd imagine he would be able to at least get a better hand on that to push it away.
And there, Olaski seemed to be okay, and then in celebration, there he goes to his right knee.
Yeah, that's it.
So Orange County has been facing a fierce attack from Memphis all game long.
Yeah.
10-2 differential in shots, and then just like that, they get the lead.
Yeah. That's how cruel football can be. And like I said, I think Tyler Derrick is upset at himself there for not getting a better hand on that. Because there wasn't a lot of power on it, Dave. It wasn't drilled. It was half kind of hit. Yeah. It was like a bouncer that just he got wrong. I don't know.
The good news is you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
And Lapa keeping it alive. Duncan tried to go through 2. That did not work out well. Here comes the counter. Orange County feeding it wide. Another shot and a goal just like that. Wow. That time getting ahead was Thomas Among. That'll be his second goal of the year. And what was dominance by Memphis has become an absolute run for Orange County.
Yeah, transition again. Yeah, it's just a... He's just toe poked it underneath him. Yeah, it's just... Again, this is football. It's such cruel... there's no words, Dave, really, for it. It's...
No, that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, Memphis have done everything right, and then one or two little errors, and it's 2-0 down. And that's why we love this game, and we hate this game.
And this team now, Orange County, plus 5 goal differential on the year. They have not lost. They've scored 6 goals on the road. The 4 they had coming in are the most in USL Championship on the road. They keep adding to that. And what was so close and so physical now has opened up. We got another Orange County player who's gone down away from the ball. They are not stopping play. Here's Lapa to Duncan. Here's Knight Pickering feeding it off. Marlin into the corner. Poked away from him. We still have an injured Orange County player.
You're going to get a lot of this now, Dave, just time wasting and delaying, and you don't know what's an injury or what's not.
And this time it's Fox, or Kyle Scott rather. And Thomas Snyder comes over, wants to check with him. He hasn't really moved much. Holding onto his right ankle, but you never know. And some of the Boo Birds are out here at AutoZone Park.
901 need to respond as quick as we can here.
Clock ticking in the 66th minute. And we got a substitution. Couple of them.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see, are they defenders, what are they bringing on, or are they going to try and hold on to this, or are they going to keep going at 901?
Well, it looks to me like Kyle Scott was one of the substitutions, so they're going to bring in Ethan Zubak. They're going to bring a young player who's really good, played on the USA under national team, Bryce Jamison. And here's a guy we talked about before, Seth Kasippli. This will be his 88th appearance. 5 years he's been with this team.
Yeah.
Amon coming off.
Experienced guy coming in.
Zubak for Amon. Kasippli, Dunbar's coming out. Gets a big hug from Morton Carlson. And Memphis with a corner kick. Here's Duncan. Into the box, to the top of the box and out of the box. A good takeaway. Here's Lapa. He's got Pickering. Tried to feed it to the middle. He was trying to go back to Nico. Good defense by Orange County.
Good defense, but again, brilliant steal from Zach Duncan. But you want Pickering. He's 1v1, shifted and hit it. You know, he needs to get the strike off. He's delayed it, and it's not worked out for him.
This one taken away by Durek right in front of Zubak, who just come into the game.
But again, great positioning for Memphis to get a chance to get a shot off, and it's just almost happened for them again.
In that day. There's Fernando. Memphis has not made a substitution yet in the game. Great job of positioning by Pickering, but he could not get that ball over to Marlin. Here's the pickoff by Paul. Pickering gets through 2. Almost a third. Foot race here. And Van Steeg fell down. That's a break because in front of him was Jamison. And that young U.S. national teamer almost beat him to the spot.
Yeah, he was looking for Sissoko to clear it or something.
Here's Marlin. Up ahead, into the box, and it just misses. Another close call for Memphis.
I'll tell you what.
Nico Brett had the chance. He thought he got knocked down. He's not getting the call.
I'd like to see that one again, because it looked like a little nudge in his back.
Here's your look. I couldn't tell from that angle.
Can't see much there, but
Schuttler will get the goal kick. Into the 70th minute, 2-0 Orange County. Paul knocked down, and they make that call.
Easy one there to call. A couple of subs coming on.
This time it'll be 2 from the 901 FC that'll bring some fresh legs. Fernando coming up. That's Heineman coming in for Paul, and Tulu coming in for Marlon. Tulu's the young man we were talking about a little bit earlier. What a interesting life he's lived. He was born in Tel Aviv, Israel, went to Togo, and then as a kid ended up in Maryland. He's a physical presence. Good look at him. 6'2", a foot 170. We'll go off of Dylan Borzak. Orange County very content taking as much time as they can.
Yeah, if you're in this position, you can. They're going to try to slow it down as much as they can.
Well, you look at some of the weapons 901 FC has, and you know this is a bit of an anomaly the way this thing has gone. It's just a matter of time before they start scoring a lot of goals. They're now -3 on the year goal differential. Lapa will play it back. Tulu. Borzak looking for space in the middle. He found a man. Heineman sends it over to Fernando. Looking for a crease. And there's the interception. Zubak content to play it backwards. Jeffel's been all over the place in this game for Orange County, and they'll send it back to Schuttler and rebuild.
Yeah, the edge is kind of dropped of the game now, isn't it? It's just kind of flat. Orange County quite comfortable to just sit in and let 901 keep it. 901 need to break some lines or kind of get the ball 1v1 on the outside or something. Or Orange County will just sit there and let them go side to side, and it'll be what we'll see here at the moment.
I think Samuel Carriega also out now for 901 FC. He's got a goal in the game, a young man from Argentina. That'll be 901 FC. Knight Pickering still hustling. There's enough time to get back in it, but you better score your first one soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's always possible in this game. But they need to get that ball in the final third and create something. Because right now, like I said, Orange County are just going to sit and say, here, Memphis, go left to right, no problems, not break us down. And exactly fall into the trap that they want. So someone's going to have to take this game by the scruff of the neck and get after it.
Gordon Carlson's scheme was a lot of very, very good defense and then counter when you can. Both those goals came off of counterattacks. They've been just tough for Memphis, who would seem to be in control of the game, even though it was 0-0. There's Borzak in good, tough fighting mode. He goes down. He can't believe he didn't get a call or a card. I think it'll be Memphis free kick.
Yeah, I think he's got a case there, Borzak. He was away, and the guy just pulled him back. I've seen cards given for less, Dave.
It'll be Duncan from way out with a lot of space. Memphis sets up something right at the top of the box. Heineman kept that alive, and that was Pickering with a whiff right back to Heineman. Oof. That was a break. Pickering was held. He went down, and there's a yellow card coming against Orange County. Have you ever seen a yellow card given? It's on Joffel without somebody on the other side complaining?
Yeah. For them ones where you kick the ball away, it's too easy. Too easy. He doesn't even have a case. Take it and walk away. Good chance here for 901. Need some good delivery.
You've got enough time, but you got to score quick. Lapa will put it into play. And up high was Schuttler.
Yeah.
Now he comes down like he's hurt.
Yep.
Well, there were bodies flying there.
Bodies flying. A little bit too close to the keeper. He's done well to take it, but yeah, no. I mean,
right there, somebody fell on him, and I wonder if that's it. Or if this is just a good old-fashioned dose of let's kill as much time as we can.
If they were losing, we wouldn't see that, I'm sure. But it's part of the game.
A little bit of pressure by Pickering, and now we get this thing going.
He's been solid today, Schuttler.
14 clean sheets in his career, and he's working on a 15th. That one's too far. Memphis will throw it in. Sissoko, the Frenchman, 6'2". He's been a force today. He's been all over the place. Borzak. And Pickering used his head. Now Borzak will try to settle. Looking for something in that third that you like to talk about. And it just has not been able to. They've had chances, couldn't finish in that third. Here's Fernando. It goes over his head.
What a bounce that was.
Yeah. Tuller under pressure. Young man from Tel Aviv crossing. Hyman will play it back to Tulu. No one needs to go forward. Down 2-0. Borzek let that go right through to Von Steeg. And here's a give and go. And that was cleared away. That was another close chance for Memphis.
It's better. Patient to keep the ball, and then we're able to turn and go forward. But here we go again with the old, the ref's going to have to, he's going to have to get a bit of a handle on it if it keeps continuing.
We're going to see about 12 minutes of extra time today.
No. See, now at the end of this game, we'll see 4. Watch.
6 minutes of stoppage time in the first half when we thought there'd be 2 or 3, so who knows?
Yeah.
It's a corner kick for Duncan and 4-9-01.
Need a good delivery here from Zach Duncan.
Well, the one touch back into the box didn't quite work the way they wanted. Duncan with the header. Oh, Sissoko with a bit of a burst. He's had a goal this year. I thought for a second that might come down to his foot. Just didn't quite get there. Time slipping away on 901 FC. If Orange County holds on, they will be 3-0-2. We got a sub coming. 901's going to bring in Meza. No Meza, young man from Washington State. And Lapa, who's put in a good day's work, will get a rest.
Yeah, he said a decent afternoon. Probably feels like he should have scored early in the second half.
I think there's going to be a couple of guys that are going to rethink this. And one of those, I think, is going to be Tyler Durek, as you pointed out.
Yeah,
both those goals were good goals, but great saves might have stopped them. Meza has that knocked away from him. Throw in 901. Never saw Pickering and Nico Brett really get their thing together.
Yeah,
a couple of times, but not quite.
Didn't really have the chances, did they? Chances fell to Duncan and Lapa and
there's Orange County. Thought about a quick counter, thought better. Just content to use as much time as they can. There's the giveaway. Tulu has it. He'll play it back. And Tyler Derrick sends it forward. Carriego with some good hustle.
It's a frustration foul, really, isn't it?
Yep. And of course, time will be taken.
Yeah, just frustration from Zach Duncan.
They had some brilliant moments in the first half.
Yeah, and even in the second half, the great chance we had at the start, I think it was his step as Orange County tried to play out. He won the ball off the 6. Just has that real natural ability of doing that. I think we've seen it 3 or 4 times tonight.
Yeah, there's a nice takeaway. Carriega sends it forward. Meza. Fernando right back to Meza. Good defense by Orange County. That's why they're about as good as it gets. Last year, second to Sacramento. This year, they're going to be no worse than tied atop the Western Conference standings.
Small margins as well, Dave, because they could have been 2-0 down, you know. So it's a tight. Every game is so tight.
You look at San Antonio and Sacramento. There's a lot of talent on that west side. Louisville, Charleston, they're always good. On the east, Tampa, Pittsburgh. I think about Pittsburgh, I think of grit and grind, of the real nitty gritty and physical. And this team sort of has, at least for the western side, it's kind of reminded me of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's a tough league. No matter if you're in the west or the east, it's 901 have been able to shout in these games, and still are able to shout tonight. But
there's Meza trying to shoot through. Duncan. He's got a man on the right side, Borzak. Into the middle, Carriega, nifty move, looking for space, and it's cleared away. Fernando keeps it in, and Sissoko will try to get it going the other way. Borzak, good job. Couldn't pull the trigger. He goes down, and he may be injured. And here's Orange County the other way. Nifty heel kick.
I think he's actually pretty hurt. I think he struck the leg of the Orange County defender.
He's down. The goalie Schuttler's going over to take a look at him. And finally, Thomas Snyder says, I better go check too. Stops play.
Here we go, yeah. He just goes to strike it.
Yeah, there. Oh, you sure did. He goes to strike it, and he got ball, but he also
struck the heel of
Kasipli. And it looks like we got a yellow card on Partida. Yep. So a couple of yellow cards for Orange County. Here's Duncan. He is converged upon and gets it in the middle, but not with enough steam.
Yeah, he's been fantastic tonight, Duncan.
Here comes the counter, and what a job by Sissoko to slow that down. Here's Elaski, scored the first goal in the game, and now they'll go back to building. Time on their side. Solds up for Schuttler. It'll be his 20th career win. I should say with this Orange County team. What do you learn from this if you're Stephen Glass?
It's a tough. It'll be tough when you rewatch this, because I just think there was chances to go 1-0 up. I feel like they'll be definitely thinking the goals shouldn't have gone in. So it's a tough. Football is such a tight margin game. You know, you have to take your chances when you get them. So I think that'll be the message. If it stays 2-0, I think that'll be the message from Stephen in this is, you know, we have to take our chances, because Orange County were hanging on there for a while. Lapa had one with 7 yards out. He should have probably buried it in the corner and passed it straight to Schuttler. So, you know, there's been a few this afternoon. So football can teach you lessons like that. They all know this as well, Dave. They've played it for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss chance after chance after chance, and then think you're going to win the game easy.
That was a brilliant pass, and that's too much from Meza. Had his chance, no Meza. Young man from Sunnyside, Washington. If you're Morton Carlson, you feel pretty good about the way your team played, that's for sure. It's a football program that won a title in 21 last year, had 57 points, finished second.
Yeah, I mean, a good side, but I think 901 will be. It's one of them. Again, football can throw you off, and you'll be scratching your head going, how did we concede 2 goals here? So, speaking of scratching our head, Dave, let's see what number we're going to get from the 4th official.
Yeah. Well, honest, this is the 4th game, so you're talking about 30 games to right the ship, and half this team is new. I still have high hopes because it just didn't bounce their way today.
Yeah, it just didn't bounce. And again, we look back to last year with something similar. First 4 games, I think the year before was similar. Like, it just takes a little bit to get going. Some clubs get going earlier than others, but they definitely showed today. They've outshot Orange County, I think, the whole game, and it's just.
Well, I know at one point it was 10-2, and you just feel like that was the turning point. And the Olaski goal on the counter.
Yeah, it was
just the backbreaker, and then it wasn't very much longer that they came up with the second one to really kind of put this away. And then
7 minutes.
That point, it was very simple. Orange County was going to play takeaway. We got another substitution here. 7 minutes of stoppage, excuse me. 7 minutes, wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, got 6 in the first half.
Believe it or not, shots are still 11-5 now.
On Memphis,
in favor of Memphis.
Yeah.
But 2 that got through Tyler Durrick, and that's the difference in the game. And now this young man that you watch, Colin Schuttler, looking for his 15th career clean sheet. Been a good year for him, scoring a goal, just the 3rd goalie in the history of USL Championship to do just that.
Yeah, and he looks like he could be on his way to his 3rd clean sheet already at the start of the season, which is good form for the young man.
Well, 3 clean sheets in 5 games played.
And a goal.
Pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad from the keeper, is it?
Back to the drawing table for Stephen Glass. This will be the first home loss.
Yeah, I would say, though, they'll be looking at it as well. Did they test Colin Schuttler, Did they really test him? I think a lot of the shots were kind of straight at him, and, he's not really been troubled too well. I mean, Zach Duncan had a couple that just went by the post, and I think they'll feel like they should have tested him more.
They get a week off, and then right back here at AutoZone Park, same time, 3 o'clock. Loudoun United will be in town. Maybe they'll be able to right the ship right there for the.
Yeah, and the cup. I think the cup game next Wednesday as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
US Open Cup against Miami. I think an NPSL side. So
that's on the 17th. So you've got 11 days for that one. For Orange County, they've got a week off too, but they're still on the road. They'll go to San Antonio. And that team coming into today was tied on top of the West with them. 3-way tie with 8 points each. They'll get 11 if they hold on to this. We're about 3.5 or so minutes into the extra time. Just keep away. That's name of the game now. Pickering's still showing a pretty good burst.
Yeah, he's...
That one will still belong to Memphis. But I think, just from the early stages here, we see the promise as Duncan goes down. We see a lot of promise with him. You're going to get Pickering and Nico Brett. They're going to get more on the same page.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, they're getting used to this West Coast schedule, and, it can be difficult. I mean, Knight Pickering's played international football as well a week or two ago. Some injuries, some suspensions can be...
You get Akeem Ward back. That was a 3-game suspension. This is the second one. And honestly, Oscar Jefferson did not play today. But he was eligible to come back. They went with a little different lineup here, too, today. Trying to get more scoring.
Yeah, Akeem Ward's a really good player for 901. Then it frees up like a Luis Fernando or someone else to go higher up the pitch. So it'd be great to get him back soon as well.
Early on here, you will like what you see if you come out.
Yeah.
Not a bad seat at AutoZone Park, I promise.
Yeah. No, great views.
And again, next week, 3 o'clock, same starting time.
Thought Luis Fernando, for a guy that's not really played left back in his career too much since he's been to...
Pretty solid.
Yeah, since he's come to, Memphis 901. He's done all right tonight. It's been good.
Who else?
I thought Duncan played really well today.
Yeah.
It's kind of, the last couple of games, obviously we know his potential playing in the A-League and the Danish Super League. It's you could see that he has so much talent. Anything that 901 had good today, he's winning the ball, just athleticism, covering ground. Massive potential in him. I don't think they've played awful as well. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just the football gods, we call it. It's sometimes it goes against you. So there's a lot of positives within this. The result obviously is not what they wanted, 901, but
big Frenchman Sissoko down.
We'll hope he's okay.
Good news is you got a week to get better. Holding the left side of his face.
Yeah, interesting. But 901 can hold their heads high as well. Still, in performance-wise, they haven't played. They haven't played bad. I think they'll have to take the positives from this and move on and pick their heads up. But I'm sure Stephen will get him moving again for next week.
If you're looking practically here, what are the things you'll work on this week?
I think it's just taking your chances. I mean, they've created enough good chances. They've outshot an Orange County team that have really kind of struggled to create too much, really, but are 2-0 up. So it's, the message will be, hey, we've got to put games away. It's no point. Maybe one or two things on the transitional moments. I'd have to see the goals back again, but I'm sure they'll examine the 2 goals and then look at the final third and can we be better. We talked about it, you and I, during the game. A lot of the stuff tonight was almost this, almost that.
It was so emotional because you had so many close plays, physical plays. You give up the counter, Eloski scores the goal, and then you kind of let up for a second, you're down, and they take advantage and get the second goal.
Yeah, and Memphis had been on top when they came out from the locker room. So, you'll definitely be final third, and the 2 goals will be examined for sure.
What number is it? What number's coming off?
So Sissoko, I believe, okay. And they'll just play this string out. Sissoko coming up. So, to play for the last few seconds here, Lucas Turchi will come in. Shouldn't be more than a minute or two left in this game.
you still see the pace that Duncan is running at, even in the 97th minute.
It's impressive.
It's frightening.
You know, he's going to be worth the price of admission. Him and Pickering and Nico, and when they get their thing together, that'll be fun to watch. Hyman didn't play a whole lot today, but here's a guy with MISL experience, MLS experience.
Yeah, a lot of experience in there. So it's just, it's going to take a wee bit, but definitely there's a lot to work with there.
I'm impressed with Von Steeg too.
Yeah, he's played well. He's shifted to his right back position late in the game as well for him. Adaptable.
No Mezzo, still fighting hard.
Thought Dylan Borzak tonight he worked really, really hard. He's had one save. Actually, to be fair, Shuttler was called on that one and did really well. But Borzak's worked his socks off as well.
I'll be interested in seeing the development of Tulu too. We didn't get to see a whole lot of him today, but I know there's a big sense of upside to him, and that's it. This one's in the books. 2-0. That's your final.
Yeah.
And Morten Carlson has taken the team on the road again and won. They've scored 6 goals on the road to lead the league. They now have 11 points. They get 3 here today, and they're sitting atop the West.
Yeah, listen, goals win games, and Orange County we talked about before the match, 17 players. A lot of these fellas have been around. Elaski, just always pops up with a goal, but we move on, and 901 have definitely a lot to be happy with, but obviously a lot to investigate as well.
Well, Memphis owned the first 7 or 8 minutes of the second half, and this is the shot that broke it all open. On the counter, Elaski found a way, and that's the second one that put it away. 2-0 Orange County over Memphis. Back with final thoughts in just a minute. So for the first time this year, these Memphis fans go home sad. 2-0 Orange County. They are now 3-0-2 in the year. Memphis falls to 1-3. They'll be back at it next Saturday right here at AutoZone Park. 2-0, you see it. Look at the shots on goal. 12-5 possession time. Memphis. Corners, Memphis. Interceptions, Memphis. Passes, Memphis. You made the point earlier in this broadcast, sometimes you can play great and lose games. And, this came down to about a 3-minute stretch after Memphis had dominated. And they got a counter and they got a goal. And the goalie, Tyler Durick, did not make a save that could have been made. And that was really the end of it.
Yeah, it's a cruel old game, Dave. That's all I'll say.
So numbers sometimes can be deceiving. You look at all those, but the one that's the very first line, 2-0, that's the one that counts. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We sure enjoyed bringing it to you right here at AutoZone Park. You'll see a lot more of this team. Again, they'll play next Saturday. For our entire ESPN crew and for Enda Crahan, I'm Dave Woloshin. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Orange County, a winner over 901 FC. 2-0. That's your final. So long, everybody, from Memphis.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.